and welcome. I'm the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to the Orlando City career, where today we will be finishing up the transfer window. I might get one more player in that could really help us this season for the playoff push. I got a couple of players in mind, a little bit higher price signings too. It would break our record transfer fee, which at this point, by the way, is Jamie McLaren at $1.6 million. That's it. 1.6 is our record transfer fee. Really, I would have thought it was more than that, but I could be wrong. But either way, we're looking to get maybe one more player in, and then after this after this episode, we have one episode left before we hit the playoffs. So again, right after the transfer window ends, playoffs start. So we really have got to get the right players in and narrow down this roster for this playoff run. But before we get into that, I was looking at jobs that were offered to me in this career, just kind of curious about what teams were interested in bringing me in. There's only one job offer for us, and it's from Philadelphia. Now, that's, we're not taking that job. It would be very dirty of us to go to our main rival in this series in Philadelphia. However, if you remember back, two teams have gotten a billionaire buyout in the MLS in this career, DC United and Philadelphia. And when I saw what their transfer budget was, my jaw hit the floor. It is ridiculous. Are you prepared for this? Are you ready for this? Here it is, $108 million. 108! We had 6 or 6.5 or something to start this season at Orlando. They have 108. How are they in 6th place? It's no wonder there's a job opening there. They should be winning the league. How have they not spent any of that money? With that wage budget, with that transfer budget, they could literally buy any player in the world, with maybe the exception of Ronaldo and Messi. That's it. Those are the only two that might be out of their range just because of the wages they'd have to pay to get them to the MLS. It would probably be upwards of $600,000 a week. So with those two players aside, anyone, Bale, Neymar, anyone, they could get anyone. That's, the city of brotherly love is looking a little bit more friendly right now. We're not going to take this job, obviously. We couldn't do that. We couldn't go to our main rivals, but seriously, that's tempting. That is insane. $108 million, but we got to put that out of our mind, all right? We got to focus on Orlando. That's our main objective right now. We're about to hit the playoffs. We got to focus up. We can't let this distract us, all right? Let's just put this out of our head. Let's continue on with Orlando. All right, so our first game today is going to be on the road at New England. New England's actually in 8th place in the Eastern Conference, but it's been a while since I've played one of the teams that are kind of down in the standings, and after what happened against Chicago last episode, I think we should play this one, especially since it's on the road. So we know that they're a pretty dangerous team. They usually are a playoff contender. They got Diego Fagundes right there, as you can see. He's a great player as well. So I know this is not going to be an easy game, despite where they are in the playoff in the standings right now. So we got our very best lineup out there. Gonzalez and Pulisic in the midfield. Kaká Larin up top. I mean, this is our strongest possible 11. Let's get in here. Let's turn this thing around, and let's start making our playoff push right now. All right, here we go. Kickoff in New England, and I've had a look at their starting 11, and it looks really good. It's still very much a normal New England starting 11. I mean, they haven't really made any moves in this career, which is a little curious. The only thing they've done is gotten rid of Lee Win, which is not really a move to strengthen your team, but still, they've got a decent roster. I don't know how they're in 8th place. Ramos, ball roll. He did not. Oh, that stayed in. Uh-oh. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Villafaña bails us out. I thought the ball was going to go out. I did. I stopped playing because I thought it was going out, and it didn't. It very much did not, and we almost got caught right there. Cristo. Oh, got by one man. Cristo, get by another one. Pull it back. I hate when I get run off the... Yes, Cristo, have the shot. It wasn't the cleanest goal in the world, but it works. I mean, we'll take it. It wasn't pretty. Cristo, I got too far in and forgot to pass the... I didn't have a chance to pass the ball. He made it work, though. All right. I feel like New England is just ripe for the picking here. Brandon Vincent also apparently feels like that because he's just running straight through the defense. Pulisic, hold it up. There it is. Acosta, wait for it. And another one. It's back to Christian Pulisic, who scores the goal. Beautiful team play. That was a pretty goal. That was very, very nice. Much better than the first one. But as I always say, they all count. So 2-0 over New England. There is the whistle for halftime. A 2-0 lead for us going into the half. Yeah, New England's bad. I kind of figured it would kind of be this way. Their roster looks good, though. Like, they shouldn't be this bad. But just as a team, they don't play very well. Yes, Acosta, beautiful forward again. And through for Larin. Kyle Larin, can you outrun Farrell? Farrell is quick. Kyle Larin have it. And he goes down. Come on, Larin. Larin's been so poor in the last couple of episodes. I have a list of strikers on this team that have been better than him, and he's just, I expect more from him. All right, on the hour mark, we're going to make our subs. Kaká is going to come off for McLaren. I'm actually going to bring Harrison Heath on. He hasn't played a game in a long time. I want to save Acosta for the next game. It's coming up against Toronto very, very shortly. And let's also bring on Zeknini. I have not played with him yet. Let's bring him on for Cristo. Oh, is that Zeknini? Look at him. Whoa, he's rapid. Yo, Zeknini, he's just gone. He's just gone. I'm going to look for... Ref! That foul. I had Kyle Larin back post. That was going to be his best chance to score today. All right, we got a free kick, and actually... No, don't move. Oh, no. How did that work? How did that possibly work? How, as a team, do you allow that pass to come in there? That was so disgusting. New England, come on. I feel bad for doing that play, but still, how did this play work? I just hit a driven low pass into the box, and there's McLaren, who just came into the game, scoring another goal. I hope Kyle Larin is paying attention, because McLaren's been our best striker in the last month and a half. 3-0 over New England now. This is turning into a rout. New England they haven't even, I don't know if they've got a shot on goal yet. Oh, they have one. They did get one. But that's it. I mean, they've been bad. Very bad. Michael Jackson. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That was just bad. Real bad. Michael Jackson. I'm sorry. What are they doing? He just let the ball roll. All right, McLaren, get the pass off. Here comes Kyle Larin. Larin, you got to make this one count. Kyle Larin scores. It's 4-0 over New England. What are they doing? Did you see the guy they passed the ball behind him in the midfield. He just did the stanky leg to try to get to it. That's so stupid. New England's they're shit. Now I know why they're in 8th place. They just don't play well as a team. There is the final whistle. A 4-0 win over New England. It could have been a lot worse. It really could have. Kyle Larin blew so many chances. Don't even put the camera on him. I don't even want to look at him. He blew so many chances in that game. He should have had at least a hat trick. He had so many open looks and just couldn't do anything. He's struggling right now. He's not in very good form. But the team is in excellent form. A 4-0 win on the road. All right, so here is the standings, because I don't think I showed you this at the beginning of the episode. We got to talking about what's going on in Philadelphia. So here's a look at what's going on. We started this episode actually equal with Columbus, but now we played an extra game. We're 3 points clear. Toronto is 5 back, so they're still in this thing, and we're heading into a game with them right now. We actually have 2 more games against them this season, so this is a crucial game. If we lose this, Toronto's right back in it. If we win this, we could go 6 points clear top the table. So hopefully we can get the points here against Toronto, a team we've historically had pretty good success against. All right, so here we are home against Toronto. Only 2 changes to the starting 11. Swanson in there in place of Higuita. Ariyibi in place of Pulisic. Both fitness reasons. Nothing really going on there. Just needed to give them some time off. So let's get in here. Like I said, it's a big matchup. Very few games left this season. We could really use the 3 points here. All right, here we go. Kickoff against Toronto. The league's leading scorer is in the game today, and it is, again, Sebastian Giovinco. The dude just scores goals for fun, so we're really going to have to do a job to stop him. There you go, Swanson. Big play, Ben Swanson. Play it forward for Kyle Larin. That's beautiful. Larin is on the end of it. Larin cuts it in. Oh, they just left Kaká alone on the back post. I swear the defenses in this episode today have just had their heads so far up their ass that they don't realize what defense is. There's been no marking. Like, what was that defender doing? There's literally no one else on that side of the field to mark, and he just decides to let Kaká stand alone on the back post. All right, I'll take that. 1-0 over Toronto. Let's say Kaká's just going to do it himself. There goes Kaká. Kaká still, and Beitashour wrecking him. Nope. He gets it. Larin off to Ariyibi, who got a really strong shot away. I was not expecting it to be that powerful. There you go, Kaká. Good playmaking. A 1-2. Back for Kaká. Ooh, that was a strong shot. That was a really nice shot from Kaká. He looks like he's back, you know. He's had a really slow season, like a really down year in his last season here. Lately, he's starting to turn it back on, and I really, really need him to do that. Cristo. Oh, he just dips right by a man. That was a nice move from Cristo. I was trying to beat that man to the touchline. No, he doesn't need to. Ball in. It's for Kaká. He scores again. I'm telling you, Kaká has been sick, especially in this episode. I think that's his 3rd goal in this episode. Kaká is fully back and has gone full legendary mode right now today. He's been incredible. He just keeps scoring goals. All right, it is halftime now, and I'm actually going to make a change. Kyle Larin is coming off. He's just been bad again. So we're going to bring on Jamie McLaren. Toronto, though, through the first 45 minutes, it's just another instance where the opponent's not in it. It's like they're not even trying. Oh, please tell me he was offsides. Altidore is onside. Oh, man. Okay. Wow. How many times are we going to give up a goal right after halftime? That happened last episode, too. We were up 2-0, and I think we were up 3-1, and we gave up a goal, and then they got back in it, but I didn't even... I have no explanation for that. I thought he was offsides, and he just ran away from us. All right, you know what? 13 minutes left in this game. It's been pretty uneventful thus far in the second half. Let's see if we can't get one more goal. Here it is, Zeknini, your first goal for the team? You betcha. Zeknini puts it away, no doubt about it. Just banged it into the roof of the net. 3-1 over Toronto. Game over. There is the final whistle. A 3-1 victory over Toronto. I feel like this team is back rolling. The team is linking up nicely, playing good team football, good team soccer. And right now, when we play like this is the team I feel like nobody in the league can beat. There's just no chance. All right, we're down to the wire now, and here is the last player we're going to bring in. It's going to be Steven Gerrard. Stevie G is going to join Orlando just for the rest of this season. He's 37 years old, still 81 rated though, so I'm assuming after the season he's probably going to retire. But until then, we've got him for the rest of this year. That's going to help out the midfield a little bit. Not sure if we need another midfielder, but I couldn't miss the chance to bring in Steven Gerrard. I mean, you just got to do that when you have the chance, right? Stevie G's getting in the club. So now that the transfer deadline day is done, here's what our best starting 11 looks like. Kaká, Larin, Gonzalez, and Pulisic. The front four is not changing. Really, the only change is Steven Gerrard. And the reason I went out and got him, first of all, it just the opportunity just kind of popped up and I had to take it. And secondly, I wanted someone that could kind of fill in that Nocerino role, because with Higuita in there next to Kellen Acosta, they don't get forward all that well. They don't shoot that well. They're just not very good options in the offense. But Steven Gerrard, like Nocerino is going to be great going forward. And once this season ends, we'll have Junuzovic in there instead. So I just needed someone to kind of fill that gap before we get Junuzovic next season. And this definitely helps us out going forward in the playoffs. Vincent, Collin, Carter Vickers, Ramos, and Villafania. The defense isn't changing. And the bench is Zekanini, McLaren, Ariebe, Hines, Pfeffer, Higuita, and our backup goalkeeper, Libman. So it looks strong. I would say it's probably the strongest squad in the MLS. We'll see how it does when we make our playoff push, though. Our objective is to win the whole thing. I think this squad can get it done. So now Seb Hines has come to me and wants an increase in his wages. That's fine. Honestly, I think this is going to be Aurelian Collins' last season with the team. Seb Hines will probably take over that spot for him next year anyway. So I definitely want to keep him in the team. He's been very, very good when he has played. And I have had to rely on him a couple times because of injury and because of suspension. So I definitely want to keep this dude on the roster. Well, the international break has come up and bit us. McLaren was away on international duty with Australia. He's picked up a torn hamstring. 6 weeks is a long time. He's going to miss the rest of the regular season, but he might make it back in time for our first playoff series this year. But I don't know. That's a tough injury to swallow. He's been our best striker as of recently. But, you know, Roquez has been asking for more playing time. He's going to get it. It's next man up. We got a lot of strikers on this team. We can fill in for McLaren for 6 weeks. I think we'll be okay. You know, this episode was going so smooth, you know? Dominated the first 2 games. Picked up Stevie G. And now everything's just gone to crap. Like, what is going on? Now Seb Hines is turning down his contract and says he wants to move on at the end of it. He's still here for another year after this, so I'm not really sure what he's planning on doing, but I don't want to pay him more than the $25,000. He's not worth more than $25K a week, so I'm not going to go further than that. If he wants to move on, we will let him. I will just sell him next year and get a new center back in. Kind of wanted to change in there anyway, but I was willing to give Seb Hines that starting role. Looks like he doesn't want it. All right, we're up to the next game now, and it's going to be at home against Sporting Kansas City. I'm going to simulate this one. Sporting KC's way down in the Western Conference, and we're at home. The only change is I'm going to give Breck Shea a game at left back. That's really it. 2-0 victory, no injuries, and Stevie G on his debut nets us a goal. Love it. He's a legend. We got 2 legends on this team now. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so we're going to do one more game today. I apologize if this episode runs a little bit long, but we have one more game to play against Toronto. Yes, Toronto again, second time today, but they're a good team, and I want to keep playing them. They're actually now 11 points back. They were 5 points back when we played them before. I don't think they picked up a single point in this episode, so they're falling off the pace. They're still in third, but after that win over Sporting Kansas City, our whole team is in good form. It looks like that just turned it on for us. The whole team's in good spirits. We're playing really, really well. I'm anxious to get in here and play with Steven Gerrard, so let's see what we can do against Toronto. All right, here we go. Kickoff against Toronto, and it looks like the only change that they have made is in their defense. They've swapped out their center backs, and they benched Clint Irwin, which is kind of unfortunate because he's actually a pretty good goalkeeper. He's really not done any favors by his defense when they play us. We destroy them every time, and it's mostly his defense's fault. He can't be held to blame for that, so I feel a little bad for the guy because of what we've done to them, but, you know, that's their choice. And holy crap, oh, Aurelian Colin, that was close. Oh, Steven, no, Giovinco, no! Oh, I lost track of Giovinco in there. I just didn't see him there. I didn't cut the passing lane. I always cut the passing lane when I see Giovinco there. I didn't see him. I just lost track of him. He had the ball there and gave it up, and I immediately paid more attention to the guy with the ball, and I just let him have a shot. I can't let Giovinco have a shot. We're down 1-0 again in Toronto. They've played us really, really tough in Toronto this season. Oh, Toronto won another counterattack. This has been such a fast-paced game. Can we stop Josie Altidore? How do we miss that tackle? And it just, wow! How did we miss that? Seriously, how? It was right there and nobody went to the ball. We just let them have a free shot at Villafaña. And Villafaña came up huge. We got to do better than that in the box. Our defense has been awful. What a ball. What a ball. Can we get that up to Kyle Larin? It is. Larin. The hell was that? Can we please? Hello? There we go. Kaká turns it. What the heck was that block? There's the whistle for halftime. Toronto has had 7 shots in the first half. We've had 1. 1 shot. I honestly don't even remember what it was. I can't remember a shot we've had in the first half. We've been terrible in this game. Here we go. This is beautiful. Ball through. Larin, please. Kyle Larin just saved us. They finally made a mistake. They gave the ball back in the midfield, and we hit them real quick and real hard. Kyle Larin steps up and gets us the goal. Yo, this game has been mad. Toronto's killing us. I'm not going to play off as anything other than Toronto's flat out playing better, but Christo got the tackle. He's been insane for us in this game. He plays so well in the left midfield as well, but Kyle Larin gets us the goal. It's all level, though I don't know if there's going to be 3 points for us in this game. I really don't. That's the final whistle. A 1-1 draw on the road at Toronto. We're lucky to get out of here with a point. Toronto was the much better team there. I don't know. They're interesting. They might be a tougher matchup this year in the playoffs. I can't figure them out. Sometimes we kill them. Sometimes they dominate us. And that was one of the cases. Second time this season in Toronto where they have dominated us. All right, so we are going to end this episode right here. A very good episode. Struggled there at the end against Toronto, but still picked up a lot of points. We're now 6 points clear of Columbus. We have 1 episode left in the regular season before we hit the playoffs for season number 3. We got some tough games next episode as well. We got Columbus and New York. We also have the US Open Cup final against DC United. So it's going to be a tough episode. It should be pretty exciting as well. 6 points clear is a good cushion, but is it enough to get us through? Hopefully we don't drop too many points next time out, but we got a strong squad. We picked up Stevie G. We're looking good. I think we got what it takes to finish in first place, nab that supporter shield, and make a good playoff push. So that's going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you when we come back for some more Orlando City career. See ya.